Hi, I'm Mark, and today Outside Views will answer the question, what is the political system of Andorra? Andorra is a small landlocked country located in the eastern Pyrenees, that's mountains between France and Spain. Its political system is unique and is characterized by a co-principality where the country is jointly governed by two co-princes, the President of France and the Bishop of Urgell, who is a Catholic bishop based in Catalonia in Spain. The two princes serve as the heads of state for Andorra, and their roles are mainly ceremonial. They do not have direct involvement in the day-to-day governance of the country. Instead, Andorra has a parliamentary system with a mixed executive and legislative structure. The government of Andorra is led by a dual-headed executive called the Cap de Govern, or the head of government. It consists of a chief executive officer, CEO, who is appointed by the co-princes, and the general syndic, who is elected by the general council. The chief executive officer is responsible for the overall administration of the government, while the general syndic acts as the head of the parliament. The legislative branch of Andorra is known as the General Council, which is a unicameral parliament composed of 28 members. The General Council is responsible for making laws, approving the budget, and overseeing the government's activities. Members of the General Council are elected through a proportional representation system, and they serve 4-year terms. Andorra also has a system of parishes similar to municipalities, which are responsible for local governance. There are 7 parishes in Andorra, each with its own elected mayor and council. Despite being a co-principality, Andorra has its own legal system and follows the civil law tradition. The country has a high degree of autonomy in its domestic affairs, although it maintains economic and customs agreements with its co-princes, France and Spain. The chief executive officer, the CEO, who is appointed by the co-princes, serves as the head of government and is responsible for the administration of the country. The CEO is also responsible for proposing legislation to the General Council, overseeing the implementation of laws, and representing Andorra in international affairs. The General Syndic, who is elected by the General Council, is responsible for presiding over the Parliament and coordinating its activities. The General Syndic also serves as the head of state in the absence of the co-princes. As I said, the General Council is composed of 28 members, with each parish electing 4 representatives. The Parliament meets throughout the year and is responsible for passing legislation, approving the budget, and conducting oversight of the government. The General Council also elects the members of the Executive Council, who serve as the ministers of government departments there. Andorra has a relatively independent judiciary, with the Supreme Court serving as the highest court in the land. The judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the co-princes and serve for a renewable term of 6 years. The country also has a system of lower courts, including civil and criminal courts, which are responsible for administering justice at the local level. Despite being a small country, Andorra is a member of several international organizations, including the United Nations, the Council of Europe, and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, the OSCE. Andorra also maintains diplomatic relations with over 130 countries worldwide and has a strong focus on promoting its economic and social development. Overall, the political system of Andorra is characterized by a unique combination of co-princely rule, a parliamentary system, and local government through parishes. It has a strong emphasis on democratic principles, with regular elections and separation of powers between the executive and legislative branches. And if you want to know more about interesting politics basics, the next video is right in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.